Hello. Huskies back again with more Winnipeg Jets GMO Adventures Mode commentary. Last video we started year one. Made a... I didn't make any cheers this video, we just did a straight sim. We've had an interesting start, to say the least. We're 2 points out of a playoff spot. We're 17, 18, and 4. As I said several times in the last video, this first season really isn't... Like, I'm not expecting to make the playoffs. I'm not expecting to do good. This is simply just a... kids progress, but I'm gonna make a bit of a push here. I swapped Line and Panarin, so I put Panarin on the first line and Line in the second line. I don't think it matters which line they play on, but I want to see if this gets Panarin going. I think Line can score on no matter what line he's on, and he's gonna progress just fine because he's a second line forward. That's his role. Trade block. That's what I was looking for. I had a lot of suggestions in the comments from what I should do for this team. Sorry if I sound a bit sick. Chicago's climate right now is a pain in the ass. It was been 70 the past week, and today it's 40, so my sinuses are not a fan. Like I said, suggestions I got were to kind of stack up on draft picks so that I have options going forward in terms of people to replace Wheeler, Little, Bufflin. I didn't realize Bufflin was already 31. Bufflin's 31, Wheeler's 30, and Little's 29. So those are the three veterans on this team. Aside from, I believe, Enstrom's up there too. Yeah, Enstrom's 32. But I have Comrade to replace Pavlik, and I have Morrissey to replace Enstrom. So I'm going to hopefully try to get some picks for these guys. Second line forward, third line forward, future picks. All picks. Give me all the picks. I'm also going to try to, once we get closer to the trade deadline, trade up my first round pick for somebody else's that's doing worse, just to try to improve a bit. But I kind of want to stock up. I don't have a second this year. I think that's how it worked out. It's either a second this year. I know I don't have next year's first because I traded that to get Panarin. But I think that was an okay move. Because ideally next year is when I'm going to start to make my push to go deep in the playoffs. Bufflin's back. Alright, cool. We'll, I want to let him get back healthy before there we go. Because Bufflin is a big part of this team. I mean, he's a 91 overall. Kind of need him in the lineup. Not having him for 3 months, I think, really hurt us. Yeah, 91 overall, and he's hasn't played in forever. And here we go. So, Morrissey for Enstrom, and I need a third pairing guy too. And then I really want Rantanen and Patan to progress, because Patan could likely be that second line center that I want if he progresses well. Well, not a center. I mean, he's got 78 faceoffs. He could be a second line playmaker, and Ehlers could play on the first line with Scheifele and Laine. But we'll see how it goes. Man, my sinuses are just ugh. It's fine. I'm not really worried about trade offers. All right, 3 straight wins, nice. 4 straight wins, even better. Maybe that Dustin Bufflin comeback will spark the team and get a run going. Dustin Bufflin's been injured with an injured groin. Awesome. So he's out for a few games. Great. 4-0 loss. Well, I mean, at least San Jose's good. Ben Sherratt's been injured. February 25th. Awesome. These injuries are really a pain in the ass. Well, actually, I should do this. And that should fix all the... Oh! Shit. Oh, do I have to scratch him? Changing current line. Okay, no, I'm good. And that should have fixed my power play, I hope. Yeah, it did. Alright, cool. Hopefully neither of them get hurt in the St. Louis game. Nice, Bufflin's still healthy. Looks like Sherratt's good too. Oh no, Sherratt's out till the 25th of February, so he's out till the trade deadline. That sucks. So this was a good month. 25, 21, and 6. Christian Fullen. How old are you? 25. Yeah, sure, I'll claim him. Why not? Oh shit, my fan happiness is falling apart. Martin Hansel and a 4th for Pavlik and 2/3. It's an interesting trade, but I really don't think that helps me. Like, Hansel's a nice 3rd line guy, but I might come back to that. I mean, I like Hansel, but I feel like I'm giving up too much to get him. I want to get picks back for her. I also want to see why my fans are unhappy. Is my arena falling apart? Oh yeah. I mean, I really don't care if the arena falls apart. We're moving anyway. Fan happiness. Yeah, team store. Sorry, I fixed that. 26, 22, and 6. Now, if I trade Pavlik at the deadline for like a 2nd at most or 2/3, I'm debating who I should call up. Like, do I call up Comrie? Do I call up Hutchinson? Ideally, I want Comrie to stay in the minors and get a full year of starting time. Chris Russell, a 2nd and a 3rd for Pavlik and a 1st. I'm not giving you... I want to give you a 1st. Especially not for Chris Russell. He's only 85. It's not worth the 1st round pick. Chris Russell and Pavlik. No, I'm not giving you a 1st. I might have fucked up my trade block. Ben Sherratt's back, nice. Lowry's up to an 85. Get Sherratt back in there. What's Sherratt's potential? Medium top 6, so he'll max out an 83 at highest. Alright, 31, 24, and 8. Let's see where we're at playoff wise, because Martin Hansel, a 4th and a 4th for 2/3 for Pavlik. Man, like, I actually like that Hansel move. I feel like I'd be giving up too much to get him. 2/3 that I got. I mean, I get 2/4. One's this year, one's next year. Can I change this Penguins? I mean, the Penguins 3rd's probably useless, considering they're probably doing really well. Yeah, they're both pretty low. I already have... So I'd essentially be... Can I take the Penguins pick away and make this deal? Oh, no, wait. No, I want to take the Penguins thing away. Just sweeten the deal. Because I would like to keep that 3rd round pick this year. Let's do next year's third, because I don't really want next year's third. I'm actually gonna make that deal. That gives me a couple picks that I can possibly do I want to send Tanev down? Yeah, we'll send Tanev down. And I'll call up Hutchinson. Maybe it'll make him happy. Hey, he's up to an 80. Alright, so what I'm gonna have to do is best lines. Hands. Yeah, I gotta fix this. This is kind of a playoff push this season. Simply because I'm losing my words here. It's a playoff push this year. He's got 1 year left on his deal. He's 30 years old. He's not a terrible guy to have. He's a great two-way forward. Like, he's an awesome third-line player. But he's 30, and I've got Lowry, who's going to do the same job. But for now, I think this is... I think Dano is on his way out, to be honest with you. Army is 23. He's a playmaker, though. I already have enough playmakers. I'll leave Dano in the lineup. Panarin, Shifley, Wheeler, Laine, Little, Ehlers, Rantanen, Hansel, Patan, Matthias, Lowry, Dano. I think that's... I'm okay with that. Alright, and then... I'm actually doing rather well, so I don't want to move Enstrom, because I don't have a defenseman to really step in and play his role. An offensive defenseman? Oh, wow. Surprised me. I need to fix goalie. If I trade Enstrom, it'll be at the draft. Come on, there we go. Nope. Chris Russell, and no, I don't want to give you a first. Alright, let's see. We've 70. Man, even with that run, we're so barely in the playoffs. Panarin leads the team in points with 47. 47 to 57 games. That's not bad. Wheeler has 21 goals. Laine has 15. Hansel has 19, but that was before he came here. Ehlers has 14. So my top 6 scores, big time. My bottom 6 is kind of what's struggling, but at the same time, it's really only that third line that's struggling. I think Hansel will fix that third line. That fourth line was doing well with Armia, Dano, and Matthias. Defense are all pluses, minus Sherratt and Postma. That's fine. Patan's got 27 points. That's not bad for a 21-year-old. Goaltending. Murray's still struggling a little bit. He's giving up a lot of goals. I don't know if that's our defense or if that's him. I like this first line, though. See, Laine is performing on any line I put him on, so. And how are my stars doing in the AHL? Connor's got 49, Kopp has 40, Howden's got 36. Excuse me. Morrissey has 35. Alright, so we're doing good. Morrissey looks like he'll be ready to play next season. Shit, Connor might even be ready to play next season, depending on his progression. So, Ovechkin's got 47 goals at 61 games. What the hell? Kane is 42, and then the next dude is 30. God damn. That's... wow. That's insane. They have 20... They're way more than a point per game. That's crazy. God damn. Alright. So, we're at the trade deadline. I already traded Pavlik for picks and Hansel. Hansel's kind of a... I'm not entirely sure what to do with Hansel. Hansel. God damn. I am going to try to trade my first right here, though, with somebody that's kind of doing terrible. Colorado's not doing the greatest, and their first is on the block. I can probably get their first overall pick. Oh wow, maybe not. Shit. Didn't expect that. What players would you want? Man, you know, I want to trade Little for this first, simply because if I look at my center depth, I have Scheifele, Little, I have these two 19-year-olds, I have Hansel, I have Lowry. Granted, I need him for that second line. I mean, he does have 40-something points. Maybe I'll wait and see if I can trade him at the maybe I won't do anything at the deadline. Maybe I'll save these trades for the draft with Enstrom and because I don't even want Enstrom. Ideally, I get somebody that wants Enstrom in a first, because I can get away with trading Enstrom now for somebody's first. But I have to find somebody that wants them both, and that's... They really don't fit anybody's... See, the Islanders suck, they don't want them. The Jets want the first round pick. They've been trying to trade me a Russell. And they don't want to give up their first round pick this year. They want everything but this year's first. They want to trade next year's first. Detroit's struggling. I don't feel like people are struggling as much as they should be. I mean, the Leafs are. They don't want to trade their first. They have so many. Oh, they don't have a third. I could probably trade Enstrom for 2 seconds, to be honest. I can find a team that wants second round picks. I'll wait for the draft, though. Or, wait, hold on. Like I said, we're doing well, and I like the fact that we're doing well. But I'm okay with moving Enstrom if it pulls me back a first round pick from somebody. At this point, I don't mind if it's a late first round pick. Because even if it's a late first round pick, I can possibly flip it for and trade up to like a top 10 or a top 5. I would just need to find, I mean, Tampa Bay's 500. This wouldn't be unreasonable to do. No, they'd have more than 45 skaters, god damn it. There are not many teams that want Enstrom. Columbus does. Minnesota does, but Minnesota's doing well. Predators are doing good. The Habs might be the team to go to. Because the Habs aren't doing very well. Man, again with this 45 skater bullshit. Why do you all have max contracts? Let's see if I can get Tampa Bay's first. I don't know what else I would give them though, that's the only issue. They want NHL players, they don't want... Maybe I don't trade him for a first. It's fairly even. But they'd have to give me a player back. Do you have anybody that I can kind of steal? I feel like that's going to be too much. Yeah, too far off the table. Alright. Give me somebody that doesn't have any value. But you can't because he's not on the... Oh, one of these guys should suffice. Alright, so Tobias Enstrom's gone. I don't mind that deal. I have a good top three. I have guys that can play there. I said he's not going to have a spot next year anyway. He gets me a second round pick, so I have a first, 2 seconds, a third, everything, 2 fourths. Right, that's what I'm working with now. First, 2 seconds, a third, 2 fourths. Yeah, okay. Just kind of stocking up. Where am I at time-wise? 21 minutes. Calendar. How many games are left? 20? Yeah, I'm gonna call the video there. Rather uneventful, but I mean, I got a second. I know trading Enstrom when we're in a playoff position isn't maybe the greatest, but we're still not locked into a playoff spot. And I want to trade him before his value drops. But yeah. That was, give me your opinions on if I should trade Little at the draft. Because like I said, I've got great center depth. And bringing Hansel in only allows me to push Lowry up. Or put Hansel up at second line. They're both capable. But yeah, let me know your thoughts if I should trade Little for possibly a first round pick. And or a prospect in like a third. As always, remember to leave a like if you enjoyed. Again, sorry about the sinus congestion bullshit. I hate the weather right now. Aside from that, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. I already said that. Subscribing to the channel is the easiest way to know when I put out the next video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.